10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best Lenovo laptops. Starting at number 10. Lenovo Flex 5. Lenovo released one of the best Chromebooks of 2020 with its IdeaPad DUET 2-in-1, a 10-inch Chrome OS tablet with a detachable keyboard and touchpad. However, while its small size and performance are awesome for mobility, they're limiting if you need to spend hours using it for work. For that, Lenovo's 13.3-inch IdeaPad Flex 5 Chromebook is the better bet. It's also a 2-in-1, but it's more a laptop than a tablet. With the Flex 5, you're getting a larger display, a full-size backlit keyboard and better everyday performance with its 10th Gen Core i3 processor. Most Chromebooks that are less expensive than the Flex 5 typically have smaller displays, all plastic bodies and slower processors. Spending a bit more for this Lenovo is worth it because it's simply better. The body is only slightly larger than 11.6-inch models like those commonly used by school districts. However, the larger 13.3-inch display here makes a big difference when scrolling through learning sites or just whenever you need more of your work on the screen all at once. Above the display is a serviceable 720p webcam. The mic quality is fine too, so you should have no trouble being seen and heard on your next Google Meet. Virtually no Chromebooks, Windows laptops or MacBooks have decent Full HD or better webcams, which is a shame now that everyone's using them non-stop. If you need a Chromebook as a primary device, the Lenovo Chromebook Flex 5 is an excellent option, especially if or when the price drops back down to its regular $410. Cheaper Chromebooks can certainly help you get your work done right now. The Flex 5's features and performance should keep you going longer, though, and for only a bit more money. At number 9. Lenovo Chromebook DUET. Lenovo's Chromebook DUET is far from flawless. But when you're evaluating a device that starts at $279, the question isn't, is this a perfect device? The question is this better than other stuff you can get for that price? Lenovo has certainly cut some corners to shave the Chromebook DUET down to that price point. And since I'm employed as a professional griper, gripe I shall. But at the end of the day, they feel like cut corners, not like major missteps that significantly hamper the device. And after several days using the DUET as my primary driver, I feel comfortable saying it feels much more like a Surface Go with some concessions than it does an ultra-budget PC. The Chromebook DUET's base model has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. The price includes the keyboard and kickstand, which isn't the case with the Surface Go or any iPad model. I tested the $299 version, which has the same processor and RAM, but 128 GB of storage. $20 isn't a huge difference, so I recommend that you go for the extra storage. If you can afford it, 64GB will fill up quickly if you plan on downloading lots of apps, videos, or other media. Nothing about the Chromebook DUET is perfect. I could nitpick all day about various suboptimal qualities of the keyboard, touchpad, performance, or screen. But the DUET isn't trying to be perfect. It's not for power users, and it's not meant to accommodate heavy multitasking. Number 8 of my list. Lenovo Thinkpad T460. Workers can't go wrong with Lenovo's Thinkpad T460. It's not the sleekest or most portable business laptop around, but it might be the best overall option for people who want to get things done. With a top-tier keyboard, a durable design, strong security and epic battery life, the T460 is a seriously well-rounded business machine. It's not exactly heavy, but the Thinkpad T460 isn't the most commuter-friendly work laptop you can buy either. The system weighs in at 3.8 pounds, so it can start to feel hefty when you're carrying it back and forth between home and the office. The slimmer Thinkpad T460s is easier to tote around at just 3 pounds, though it doesn't last as long on a charge. The T460 sports solid security credentials, including hardware encryption and a built-in fingerprint reader for added security. Unfortunately, it's an old-school swipe reader, which is a lot less reliable than the single-touch fingerprint sensors found on pricier ThinkPads like the T460s. While the swipe reader, which requires users to slowly slide their fingers down over the sensor, worked most of the time, it often prompted me to try again with my finger positioned slightly differently. That can get annoying in the long run. The T460 is a work companion, that doesn't make many compromises. Starting at just $808, it has all the features that business users need, including a durable design, strong security, fast performance and a comfortable keyboard that's a joy to type on. Plus, it lasts seemingly forever on a charge with the extended battery attached, even if the battery adds a bit of heft to the package. Coming at number 7. Lenovo Yoga 920. The Lenovo Yoga 920 keeps everything we liked about its predecessor, the 910, and fixes almost everything we didn't. To be fair, there wasn't much not to like about the premium 2-in-1, but the updated 920 tackles its few shortcomings, while also throwing in Intel's latest 8th generation Core i-series processors that actually do deliver better performance while keeping its battery life good and long. The 920 currently starts at around $1,330, £1,350 in the UK and AU $1,999 in Australia direct from Lenovo. My $1,300 system is available at Best Buy and includes Lenovo's Active Pen 2. That's not cheap, and a chunk of the cost goes for the slim attractive design. If you care more about components than looks, there are less expensive options such as the Yoga 720 or Dell's Inspiron 13 7000 2-in-1 that will get you more memory and storage for your money. But if you're cool with the price, the 920 doesn't disappoint. Though the overall design is pretty much the same as the 910, there are a few notable improvements. For example, while Lenovo shifted the webcam position to below the screen to allow for the 910's slim display bezels, it managed to get the camera back to the top for the 920. There are also far-field mix, so you can use Cortana, Microsoft's digital assistant, from up to 13 feet away, even in standby mode. The precision touchpad stays just about perfect. Fingers glide easily over its smooth surface, and I never experienced any cursor jumps caused by a brush from my palm. There are multi-touch gestures that are easily adjusted within Windows settings, so you can turn off controls like pinch to zoom or 3-finger swipes if you want. A fingerprint reader to the right of the touchpad lets you sign in quickly with Windows Hello. At number 6. Lenovo Yoga C940. If you've ever reached for your phone instead of your laptop simply because it's faster to wake up, unlock and start working, you'll appreciate what Lenovo's Yoga C940 can do. The company's flagship 14-inch 2-in-1 is an Intel Project Athena device, a select group of laptops co-engineered with Intel to perform more like your phone. While I never felt like its predecessor, the C930 was slow, it's surprising how responsive the C940 feels by comparison. Lift the lid and it instantly wakes from sleep. The fingerprint reader unlocks the C940 in a second, and since the Wi-Fi connects just as fast, it's essentially ready to work immediately. With the laptop asleep and lid open, you only have to put your fingertip down on the reader, and it's awake and unlocked as fast as your phone. Long battery life and fast charging are also part of the package. I got to test both the Full HD and Ultra HD displays Lenovo offers for the C940. If you care about battery life most, get the FHD display, which lasted for 11 hours and 15 minutes on our streaming video test. The UHD display model ran for 8 hours and 15 minutes, which is still good, given the increased power demands. It is a nicer display, too, with better color and brightness that tops 400 nits, and it's VISA-certified DisplayDR 400. That said, they can both stand to be calibrated out of the box, and the glossy coating will have you fighting reflections outside. Regardless of which you go with, I have to say I like having the slightly larger 14-inch display size compared to the 13.3 and 13.4-inch screens of the HP and Dell. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Lenovo Thinkpad 11e. Lenovo has made something for users looking for a compact laptop that can not only withstand rugged use, but also handle some heavy tasks. As well known for its productivity-centric laptops, Lenovo had added a new notebook to its compact lineup of productivity laptops in the 11e series. Targeted at college students and professionals on move, the new Thinkpad 11e, priced at Rs 46,850, offers the goodness of the Thinkpad series at a lower price without compromising on any of the basics. The Thinkpad 11e is made of a good quality plastic with a matte finish. This gives it a robust build quality and also keeps it clean and free from smudges. The device itself is compact and weighs just 1.4 kilograms. This makes carrying it around quite easy. The hinges connecting the lid to the base are white and made of metal, while the edges of the lid have been beefed with rubber bumpers. The lid carries the Thinkpad logo and a light indicator which glows green when the laptop is on and red when it is charging. It is far from sleek, which means there is no compromise in terms of connectivity options. User get 2 USB 3.0 connectors, an HDMI port, a LAN port and South Dakota card slot. The power button and the 2 volume keys are placed together on the side panel. This is one of the most compact ThinkPad notebooks you can get for less than superscript 150,000. It is powerful enough for most tasks, has a dependable battery backup, impressive keyboard. In case you are looking for something with a more premium design and ultrabook type form factor, you can consider the Asus ZenBook Flip UX 360CA, which also offers 4GB RAM and 128GB SSD, but runs on slightly inferior Intel 6th Gen M3 processor. What gives it a slight edge over the Thinkpad 11e is the touch display, the convertible design, sleek form factor and premium design. Coming in at number 4 of my list. Lenovo Legion Y545. The Lenovo Legion Y545 is like getting a luxury vehicle for the Econobox price. Its muted styling made me feel like an undercover gamer. One minute I'm producing spreadsheets, PowerPoint documents and reports, and the next I'm on a mission in Hitman 2 while sitting on a park bench during my lunch break. It's the covert gamer's laptop du jour. You may even hear spy music in the background as you tote it around, knowing that at any moment it's game on. With its industrial design accentuated by clean, attractive lines, the Lenovo Legion Y545 presents a nice contrast to many of its flashier counterparts. Its understated styling coupled with tastefully aggressive venting on the rear and bottom make it unique. Its dark iron gray aluminum lid has a similar appeal to an entry-level Mercedes-Benz or BMW. The white backlit Y emblem is distinctive and gives it a respectable amount of flair. Opening the lid reveals more of that understated dark gray aluminum. The island-style keyboard sits toward the top of the deck, its triangular power button above the F8 key daring you to engage. The large touchpad beneath the keyboard sitting dead center in the palm rest finishes the presentation. Measuring just 14.2 x 10.5 x 1 inches and weighing 5.3 pounds, the Y545 is slightly heavier and larger than the HP 15 gaming laptop 15, with the Asus ROG Zephyrus GGA 502 coming in at a svelte 14.4 x 9 x 0, 8 inches and 4.53 pounds. The Dell G315 is just as heavy as the Y545 at 5.3 pounds. The Lenovo Legion Y545 offers strong gaming and overall performance with understated business-ready looks, all for an affordable price. At number 3. Lenovo Legion Y740. The Lenovo Legion Y740 returns to our offices, but this time with a small performance upgrade over the version that we originally tested. The 15-inch gaming laptop fared well last time during our tests, so we are intrigued to see the effect that the upgrade from an 8th to a 9th generation Intel Core processor has. Read on to find out what effect this has, or whether it is a superficial upgrade. Lenovo only offered the Legion Y740 15-inch with 8th generation Intel Core processors, but it has since upgraded the Y740 to the Coffee Lake Refresh generation. CLR processors offer higher boost clocks than their predecessors, so we thought it would be pertinent to see what benefits the Core i7 to 9750H powered Y740 had over its Core i7 to 8750H powered predecessor. Incidentally, our new test device has a much brighter display than the one that Lenovo included in our first review unit. According to our X-Rite i1 Pro 2, our review unit manages an average maximum luminosity of 431 candelas square meter, meaning that it falls short of Lenovo's claims. The brightest point of the display only hits 477 candelas square meter too, so it seems no part can reach the advertised threshold of 500 candelas square meter. However, on closer inspection Lenovo only claims that the display can reach up to 500 candelas square meter, but does not advertise it as a 500 candelas square meter panel. Regardless, the panel exceeds the level to reach HDR 400 certification, and it is brighter than all the displays in our comparison devices. The Lenovo Legion Y740 is an expensive, yet reasonably priced, 15.6-inch gaming laptop that can handle all modern AAA games with ease. Its powerful hexa-core processor and GeForce RTX 2070 Max-Q GPU combine to deliver excellent system performance too. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Coming at number 2, Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Carbon. There are lots of good laptops, but it's rare to find one repeatedly described as the best laptop you can buy. The 8th generation of Lenovo's Thinkpad X1 Carbon carries that history, having racked up more rave reviews and awards than any notebook we can think of except possibly the Dell XPS 13. This 14-inch business system combines an unbeatable screen and keyboard with MIL STD810G toughness to pass torture tests involving shock, vibration, and environmental extremes, yet it weighs just 2.4 pounds, less than the XPS 13 and many other ultraportables. With stacks of as-you-like-it configuration options, it picks up mag editor's choices as regularly as punching a time clock. This year is no exception, though we're sad Lenovo keeps sending us relatively modest Core i5 models. Maybe next year we'll get to review a fancy loaded version. Lenovo offers 4 other screen options: a 1080p touchscreen, a 1080p touchscreen with a privacy filter, a higher resolution 2560 by 1440 pixel panel, and a 4K Dolby Vision HDR 400 display. The memory and storage ceilings are 16 GB and 1 TB respectively. Lenovo.com's price for a maxed-out Core i7 to 10610U system with the 4K screen is $2,378. Though the lightest of Lenovo's 3 14-inch business notebooks, the Carbon isn't the lightest on the market. The Asus ExpertBook B9450 is just 191 pounds. Still, at 0.59 by 12. 7 by 8. 5 inches the Lenovo is impressively compact. It's a breeze to stash in any briefcase. It hasn't gotten Intel's 11th generation Tiger Lake processors yet, but there's no more desirable ultraportable than Lenovo's 2.4-pound Thinkpad X1 Carbon. And number 1. Lenovo Thinkpad X1 Yoga. The Thinkpad X1 Yoga was the first ThinkPad to have an all-metal chassis when its 4th generation came out last year, cementing its place as a premium convertible where branding is just as important as performance. That trend continues in the 5th generation Thinkpad X1 Yoga, which updates the line with a wider selection of Intel's 10th Gen Comet Lake processors than were available on Gen 4 models, as well as Wi-Fi 6 connectivity and 2 new VoIP function keys. It's also got slightly longer battery life than its predecessor and carries over the typical ThinkPad keyboard, trackpoint and stylus. When it comes to looks, the Thinkpad X1 Yoga is essentially the same as other ThinkPad thin and lights like the minimal and businesslike X1 Carbon, though Lenovo's swapped out the typical ThinkPad Raven Black for a gunmetal gray. That's not necessarily new for the company. Lenovo's offered gray and silver color schemes for a while. But the decision to put gray front and center here probably stems from the X1 Yoga's all-metal aluminum chassis, which debuted as a first for the company on last year's X1 Yoga models. Regardless of which configuration you choose, the X1 Yoga is powerful, though not quite as speedy as some rival systems we tested, which pack Intel Core i7 to 1065 G7 processors. Competitors also all use 16 GB of RAM, aside from the Spectre. While you can buy the X1 Yoga with just 8 GB of RAM, we recommend going for the 16 GB that was present in our testing units, as it's easy for modern PCs to exceed 8 GB of memory with heavy multitasking, or even just browsing across a lot of tabs at once. The Thinkpad X1 Yoga Gen 5 is a powerful convertible with a speedy SSD and plenty of convenience, but it's more suited to enthusiasts and businesses than the average consumer. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.